And welcome back to another student interview. My name is Adam and I'm joined by Vikas today. Vikas is based out in India. He joined my program back roughly about 3 months ago as of the time we're recording this right now. He's had a pretty crazy journey. It's been amazing, to be honest. And I just wanted to get Vikas on just to kind of share a little bit about, what has allowed him to scale his agency to where it's at now. And we also want to kind of dive into some of his backstory, like what did he do before he started his agency? And yeah, Vikas, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine, Adam. So yeah, and thank you for the great introduction. I never expected that. So yeah, I'm really grateful that you gave me a good introduction. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, so I suppose let's kick it off because let's give people a bit of context of where you're at currently, whether that's how many clients you have, how much revenue you're doing with your agency, and we'll start there.
Yeah, so currently I'm sitting at $3,200, I remember. But things was, not like this always. So when I joined on October 13th, before that, I've been in the industry for 4 or 5 years now. I have done drop shipping, I've done affiliate marketing. Like you name the business and I've done it, but nothing worked for me. And it's kind of surprising to me because before I joined your course, 1 week ago, I just joined another mentorship, and it was like some $100, $200 mentorships because I've been following you for 4 or 5 months. But I was like, oh, this man is charging too much. But yeah, so I have to find an alternative. So I found that person. He was charging half the money you were. I got into the program. I got some education, but people like me who have a lot of questions, if you don't get good support, you are gonna stay stuck. So then I realized, this guy is not providing support, and I have like tons of questions. How I'm gonna do that? Then just I took a leap of faith, and I was consuming your content, so I knew that you were good, you were a genuine person, and you had a good following on YouTube and Instagram. So yeah, after that, I booked my that call, that first call, and I told you, dude, I have researched everything about you. I just want to see you in person so that it builds trust.
Yeah,
And I just booked my mentorship right on the call. I just gave my credit
I
card number,
remember.
and yeah. Yes. So my mind was, I had set up my mind that I'm gonna join this program. I just want to see Adam in person. I just want to, see his pretty face, and like, yeah, I wanted to get some good vibes from you. Yeah. So that's why when I joined, and the moment I joined, you told me do this, do that, and everything was so smooth. And when I had a conversation with Ty, he asked me about what you are doing, what you did, and till that moment, from that moment, I knew I'm gonna make it, man, because now I'm getting good support. People are
Yeah,
with me right now. And
love
after
it, man.
that, yes, after that, I joined the Telegram group, I joined the Facebook group, and now Telegram, our whole community is like, guys, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Do this, do that, do that, guys. This script is working. These messages are working. So do this, guy. And so I was like, oh, except from Ty and Adam, all these crazy people are just talking about marketing. It's just a plethora of information here. So I was really excited and pumped up. Now I'm gonna make it. So I watched the course. I binged the course for in just 2 days. I was like, day and night, I'm gonna just binge out all the course. So I
Nice.
did. Yeah. So and after that, I was like, this was so much information. I never knew these things. Even I've been in this industry for like 4 or 5 years now. All these things are pretty new for me because you have structured everything in a way that even a newbie, even a new noob marketer could learn everything from the scratch. So I got everything. Then I remember I started my outreach, and when I started my outreach, I was not following your methods. I was just following your script, and I was like, hey guys, do you need that? Do you need that? And within a week, one client was saying, I'm interested. So I was like, oh, did it work? I didn't do anything. So that client was like, so then when I was on a sales call, I asked her. I always start my sales call with one question. Then I asked her, what motivated you to take this call? Why were you interested in talking to me? So I always start with this question. And she was like, I don't know. I just needed a person, and you popped out in the right time. And yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Then I realized, if I hadn't outreached to that person, I have never booked that person. So the reason why I got that client, because I sent her a message, and I have talked to a lot of people in the group, and they all say, I'm building a case study, I'm doing that, I'm not doing outreaching. So I'm like, guys, if you will not send messages, they wouldn't know that you exist. You just have to
Yeah.
send some messages, even though you are not good at it. Just send it. Just let them know you exist. You are a
Yeah.
marketer. You are going to help them. Yeah. So I got really pumped when I just booked her in within a week. So I invested like $500. I got 500 back. I was like, oh, it was that easy. Yeah. So I've been, doing jumping jacks like 4 years now. And within a
Yeah.
week, I got my first client. And it's a recurring client. And she told me straight away that I'm gonna work with you for a long time because I need you. So I was like, even though I
Nice.
don't though I don't book any clients from now in India, $500, big conversion, big
Yeah.
money. I don't need anything, man. I
Yeah,
just went.
yeah. I love it, man. I
Yeah.
love it. And it just shows really, like you mentioned there, it's the power of just getting started because
Yes.
when you start something new, like you mentioned, you're gonna have so many doubts. You're gonna think that you need to do so many things before you can actually start, before you can get your first client.
Yes.
But what you did is a great example. It's you consumed the content, you learned what we were teaching, and you just went at it straight away. Like you sent
Yes.
messages, you did the outreach, and that's how you got a client. And that's a key point there because some clients will literally go with you because it's the right time and the right place.
Mhm.
And if you're just not showing up, no client. Whereas by
Yes.
simply showing up at the right time, right place, there we go. You got yourself your first client. And it's that simple action, it got you a 500 per month client that if she stays with you for, the next year, like that's
Yes.
probably I think
Yes.
$6,200 or something, right? It's
Mhm.
absolutely crazy. So amazing stuff. It just shows the power like that of just
Yes.
taking action, getting started. And you made a good point, obviously, about the support, the accountability. It's something we really emphasize in the program
Yes.
because a course and information gets you to here, but to get to the next level and to actually get results, you need support, right? Because not everything you learn is going to work perfectly straight away. There's going to be times where you
Yes.
got to change your message, you got to change your sales process, you've got to hire someone and you don't know who to hire. So you need to ask
Yes.
people, who can I hire? So yeah, I'd say it's a really key thing, man. Really big part of the program, and our group chat as well, like you mentioned, is pretty active. A lot of people in there trying to help each other out. Cool, man. So for getting, let's say, client number 2, did you do anything different, or did you just follow the same approach as you did for client 1?
Yeah. So, I got my client on like October 20th. And
Hmm.
after that, I was just overwhelmed. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
going to do that. I'm going to, build the contract. But then I
yeah,
remember, Adam has provided everything. So
yeah.
it's a piece of cake. So I just copied your template. I copied your, that onboarding form and sent it.
Hmm.
And she was impressed. Nobody did this ever. So I was like, yeah,
Nice.
yes, I'm different. So yeah, she was really happy with that. So I got all the information from the onboarding form that you have created. So she was like, oh, you just, did all the work easier for me. I don't have to do anything. I just gave you all the information.
Hmm.
So yeah, after that, I didn't do anything for 15 days because I was so happy, so excited. I just,
Yeah,
left
yeah,
everything. I was like, man, yeah, I don't have to do anything. Let me celebrate this moment. So yeah.
yeah.
So
Cool,
after
man.
that,
Okay.
yeah. So after in November, after assigning her, after getting the payment, I just,
Mhm.
send the screenshot in the group so that people know, guys, I got it. I got it. Yeah. So you will get it too. So yeah. After that, I was talking to Pavel. I think I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right, but I was talking to him, and he told me the importance of being omnipresent. So what he said was very powerful. He said, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be present in all the verticals, in all the platforms. So I was like, yes. So he told me, be present on Upwork, be present on Fiverr, Guru, Sulekha, anything you can do. So, on that day, on that exact day, I made an account on Upwork. I, built my profile. I had a case study. I just uploaded it. Then I sent out like 8 proposals, and I noticed that one proposal has mentioned their email IDs. So I was like, I got that email. So I, I that email was the business email. So I knew that this is the company name. So I
Yeah.
searched that company name on LinkedIn, and I got that company, and I got the marketing manager. I was like, hey, I saw your post on Upwork. Are you hiring? Are you hiring? Let's see my case study, see my stuff. So she was like, oh, yeah. So why not we just jump on a call and do the call? So I was like, yeah, why not? So I talked with her, and she was like, I'm impressed. So I gave them everything that they wanted. I
Yeah, I
researched
like it.
what they were looking for, and I just sent them the same thing. And after the next day, I was on another sales call. And when I just ended the sales call, I got a notification of, hey Vikas, you are selected, you are hired, this is your proposal letter, we're gonna offer you $450. I was like, man, I just sent 8 proposals and my second client booked. Is it magic or something? I was like, this shit works, man. This shit works. I'm so, because it happened so fast and I didn't know how to process this.
Yeah.
And I sent them the invoice and they paid. It's like, they paid too. Now I have 2 clients that pay me like almost $500 after the
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah.
And I'm already sitting above the Indian average salary without doing anything. So it's like,
Amazing.
so I started working with them. Then the November, I got more excited. I just left everything again. So let me celebrate again. So I got my second client. I
Yeah.
celebrated all November. I didn't do anything. Yeah. Then after that, I was in the group scrolling, and I saw some great successes from Rachel and some other people. So I got really motivated. These people are pushing it in a different level, in a higher level. So I should also do that. Then I just made all the things that I was doing and pinpoint that this is I'm doing wrong. This can be more productive. Then I realized what I'm not doing is enough outreach, because I have gotten 2 clients and I'm not doing outreach.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what can I do to just make this outreach better? And you won't believe it. It's really surprising. I just talked to my sister and I told her that, will you do outreach for me? She was like, what is that? Yeah, I told her that this is my 3-step process, 3-message process that I sent to my client. And you just have to send these messages, follow these hashtags, search the clients, send them these messages. And I said, if you get me client, I'll get you 10% of the revenue. So like, it's a professional thing. So you are getting paid. And she was very excited. She was like, I'm doing my college, and if I get paid, it's a good thing. So yeah, so I told her that you have to like message 25 people strictly. Just message 25 people every single day, and I'm going to monitor your activity. So yeah, she started sending messages. So it was December, and it's a Christmas Eve, it's a New Year, but she still kept doing messages. And within 10 days, I booked like 5 new calls, and I'm not doing that. And she has no background in marketing. She's doing the outreaches. I'm just sitting there and just designing 2 pieces content a day and sitting like, I'm celebrating, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So I remember I was in a restaurant, I was eating something, and one notification popped up, and it was a sales call booked notification. I was like, oh, these people already are booking the call, and I'm not doing that. My sister is doing that. So this shit is powerful, man. And what Adam is teaching is really powerful, that even uh, a newbie, you can't say her a newbie. She has no background. She doesn't know anything about marketing, not even Instagram. So yeah, so she booked me like 5 calls, and out of 4, they instantly said, I'm interested, but this is Christmas, I have expenses, we're gonna start in January. I was like, okay, I got it. So within like the 20, when Christmas came, I had like 5 interested clients, and I closed one of them in 31st of December. So he was like, hey man, I want to start this new thing in the new year. So I said, yeah man, yeah, this is the invoice. And he's like, yeah, this is invoice. And he just paid it. And he ghosted me for like 5 days. So I have received the payment, I have signed the contract, and he has ghosted me. And I was like, dude, you just paid me like $1,200. So I didn't know how to react. And after that client, I got into another call, and she said, I like you, I like your personality, you are very friendly. And I was like, oh. So just by talking, she said like, let's do $800 per month. I was like, okay, fine. So I signed that too. So within like 10
Amazing.
days, I signed 2 more clients. So I always, on Sundays, I took a break. I always take a break for like 30 minutes. I just meditate. Then I realized, man, I've come a long way. All these clients, I didn't realize it, but I just jumped from $500 to $3,100.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, I really, I did something. I realized, yeah, and now I feel the power of like the consistency and productivity. So yeah, it's going great, from that moment. And right now, And if I have to give, a credit to what made me what I am right now, it's like the regular journaling and gratitude practice. So yeah, now I feel
Awesome,
grateful.
man.
I always, I always feel grateful to you, to Ty, to all the community. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's what my entire
Absolutely.
story.
I
Yeah.
love it, man. I love it. Yeah, it's so good because like you've touched on a lot of key points there. You talked, just the importance of consistency, right?
Yeah.
Just showing up every day, doing the work. But also, getting yourself like to a position where you can get someone else to do the work. So like getting
Yes.
your sister, that's genius, man. I love that because one, it's commission, so you don't have to
Yes.
pay her until you get paid. So it's like a win-win. And two, like if she's just in college, she has a couple hours a day, she has time and she can just do this, make a little bit of extra money on the side, and then you get
Yes.
more clients for your business. So love that because it shows that you don't have to be the only person working.
Yes.
You can hand bits off to other people. They can start to come with you, work together. And that's going to really help you scale to the next level, getting to that, 5, 6, 7, or 10K a month. That's going to come from you doing what you're doing and then getting more people to do more of some of
Yes.
the work, not all the work, but most of that, the day-to-day that needs to be done. So absolutely love that, man. And it shows as well the importance of just showing up for the calls,
Yes.
just taking the calls, putting a smile on, bringing your personality and not being afraid to bring your personality. A lot of people feel like, they have to follow a script and they can't be themselves. You've obviously shown up as yourself. You come on, you're smiling, you're happy, you're radiant. People love that. People love energy. And so anybody watching, when you're taking a call, like try not to freak yourself out. I know it's scary, it's so intimidating your first few, but like it's just a call. It's just like this. We're just
Yes.
having a chat. And if you show up like that, you are way more likely to close a deal than the person who's like, super serious, super formal, won't smile, won't laugh or anything like that. So I think that's a really, really key point. When it comes to mindset, Vikas, you've obviously touched on, right, meditation, journaling, gratitude, those practices. Like, do you have a set routine that you've followed for the last few months? Does it change? And have you had any kind of big realizations as you started this? Because obviously you've gotten clients quickly, but then you've gotten clients taking a break and realize then I want more, and I want to get to the next level. So
Yeah.
what is going to help you through that process?
Yeah. So as I told you that I have been into spirituality for 3 years now. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that it is an important factor but in whatever you do, you have to
Yeah.
be spiritual. You have to be, doing some sort of meditation or any mental activity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what I do is, it's kind of it might sound silly, but I just researched on. I'm a big fan of Nikola Tesla. So
Mm-hmm.
he had a routine, like you follow this and you will manifest everything. So it is called 369 method. So what this method is, 369. So you're gonna write you have to fix a goal. You have to write that goal in the morning 3 times, in the
Mm-hmm.
noon 6 times, in the night 9 times. So it's like your mind is, you reminding your mind, this is my goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't you just, follow this goal. So you have to crush this goal. So I follow this, and this makes me, give me energy, because when I'm writing this down, like I'm triggering my emotions, man. if i
Mm-hmm.
if i if
Yeah.
i didn't achieve this goal, my life's gonna hell. And
Yeah.
I was reading a book, and that book told me, the motivation not comes doesn't come from the good things, it comes from the negative things. So if you think,
Mm-hmm.
if I get, like $1,000 client, I could go to this mall, I could go to, I could purchase this gadgets. No.
Mm-hmm.
If you think, if I don't get this client, my life's gonna be hell. My parents gonna shit on me, my
Yeah.
family gonna, my friends gonna shit on me. So that negative push is extremely powerful, in comparison to the positive push. So I
I like
always
it. Yeah.
keep reminding myself, man, if you don't get to 5K, there's no point of doing this. So yeah, that really pushes me a lot, because I
I
know the
like it.
negative
Yeah. Yeah.
high consequences. Yeah.
Cool, man. I use that as well. I used that when I was starting.
Yes.
I always call it negative motivation because
Yes.
it's just the opposite. But like you said, it's almost more powerful because when you start to make more money, it's great, right? It's obviously great, but it's not as motivating the more you make. So like when you make 10K a month, to make an extra, let's say 15K a month, it doesn't make much difference. Your lifestyle is probably going to be pretty much the same, right?
Yeah.
But to get you to that level, it's do what you said. It's like I have to grow because if I'm not growing, I'm dying. I'm scaling down, and nobody wants to scale down.
Yes.
And that's such a great motivation of like, if I don't get this client, and if I don't get a client in 2 months, in 3 months, I can't do this, or I have to do something else, or like that. I won't have food to eat. I won't have clothes to wear. My family won't be proud. And it sounds intense. People are probably going to listen to this and be like, "Wow, that's crazy." Like why would you do that? But it works.
It
It
works.
works.
Yeah.
Case in point, you're a case study to that. It's showing up, having the clear goal, and telling yourself what's going to happen if I don't
Yes.
do the things that I need to do to get to that goal. And once you feel that pain, I think you can really move forward. Whereas if you don't feel the pain and
Yes.
you're comfortable and life is okay, you're probably not going to get that much results quickly. Whereas
Yes.
if you can feel, yeah, I have to do this and my life depends on it, I can tell you, you will do it.
Yeah.
I guaranteed you'll do it no matter what. That's really cool, man. I like that. And yeah, so like, going forward, obviously your goal right now is to get to 5K a month.
Yes.
Um, do you have any, after that, do you want to just keep growing the agency? Do you want to grow it like as big as possible? Or are you looking to create, kind of like a lifestyle business that you can kind of work at for a couple hours a day, automate to an extent, and then just kind of chill and relax? What's your vision for your agency?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. I was dying to tell you what my
Nice.
goal is.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So before this agency, before in 2017, I moved to the LA of India, which is the
Okay.
basically the film city.
Yeah.
I wanted to, to direct movies, to be in movies. I love cinema. So I moved there and I was learning cinematography, I was learning filmography. And when the pandemic started, so everything like poof, everything's vanished, everything got stopped. Then I realized I have to, these things are not working well. When if I don't have the funds, I cannot produce, content, I cannot
Yeah.
produce cinema, I cannot produce films. Then I realized I have to I was thinking about this for like 2 years. I couldn't
Mhm.
do anything. But the pandemic, it was a bad thing, really bad thing. But it gave me some time to think about what I have to do. So I was in my
Yeah.
home. It's like, I cannot do cinema. I cannot, work on my filmography skills. But what I can do is I can build a fund, a source of fund that I can use to invest in my, cinema career. So yeah, what you were saying is my goal is to hit 10K, at least 10K, even 20K, I don't care. But 10K is the primary goal. After that, I don't care about that because I know, yeah, 10K is enough for me. So after that, I want to invest that money into films, into learning the art of cinema, into, creating content so that I know I have money, but nobody gives a shit about it. I have
Yeah.
to, build my personal brand. I cannot show you how much money I have. I can just flash my iPhones. I can just carry my MacBook on the Starbucks, but nobody
Yeah.
gives a
Yeah.
damn about it. I have I want people to know that this guy is creative too. He's got cinema
Mhm.
sense and he creates like amazing stuff. His content is amazing. His videos are amazing. His films are amazing. So yeah, if I have that money, I can create content, influential content that can help people grow in a positive way. That's the primary goal right now. So yeah.
I love that. Love it. So good, man. So good. And the beauty of it as well is, like you said, you build a business, you get the money to then do what you want. But
Yes.
also, when you build an agency, you build with that systems and team members, which if you want to create content, you can kind of just have the same team members help you with your personal brand. Like that's, what I do, right? There's graphic designers on my team, there's video editors, and I can kind of
Yes.
just, get them to work on the agency, of course, but then to do a bit of work for me on the side for my personal brand. And that's really powerful because it just means that you're getting two benefits out of the one business, which I always think
Yes.
is awesome, man. So yeah, like amazing stuff. To wrap it up, Vikas, first off, you can plug if you have like Instagram, LinkedIn, or anywhere where people can reach out to you. And then
Mhm.
secondly, I'd love you to give kind of just like one last piece of advice for the people that are watching that maybe have not really gotten results yet. They haven't
Mhm.
gotten any clients. What would be one thing that you would say to them, just to motivate and inspire them?
Yeah. So, guys, first of all, I want to thank everyone in the community to help me, and I'm really grateful. But if anyone of the community or anywhere, if you're watching this and if you're struggling, I want to, tell you to know the difference between movement and action. So, the movement, I read a book, Atomic Habits. I don't want you to read it because it will also be a procrastination. Don't do that. I'm giving you the hint, so don't do that. Just you have to remember what I'm going to tell you right now. So there are two things: movement and action. Movement is just preparing for the real deal, and action is, doing the real deal. So if you are building case studies, if you are doing, decorating your Instagram, focusing on making a website, business cards, optimizing your LinkedIn, don't do that. Just give it one day. Whatever you have done, it's already good. Now just start sending messages. Even if you, don't have the funds to do anything, just start messages people. Even if you don't know what type of message you should send, just, hey, send them, hi, how are you doing, what about your business, anything. Just, it will give you a sense of idea what messages works and what messages doesn't. So yeah, movement and action. Don't stuck on the movement part. Be restless with the action. Just be relentless. So make a goal. I have to send 25 messages per day, and even if I don't get a single reply, I will, show up again. I will show up again till the moment I'm getting satisfactory results. So yeah, just learn the difference between movement and action. And I think that's the best advice that I have received by reading that book. So yeah, that's all, guys.
I like that, man. I like that. That's really good. That's really good. And for people that are not in our community, people, let's say,
Yes.
that just follow me on YouTube or Instagram or other platforms, where can they find you? Can they find you on Instagram or LinkedIn?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Vikas Pandey with a extra Y, so you can
Cool.
find me there, or Vikas with an extra I also, so you can find me there. And LinkedIn, it's Vikas Pandey, and you can just type my company name, Floero Media, and it will show you. The LinkedIn will show you. So yeah, if anyone have questions, just, ask me. I'm not promising that I will, give you a brief comprehensive reply or anything, but I will definitely give you something that will help you, because it's a bitter truth, guys. No one is here to help you. No one can help you. So everything is on you. No one to blame. No one is responsible for your success, for your failures. You are doing whatever you want to do, man.
Absolutely awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on. And for anybody watching, I hope you got some value. I know I certainly did. That was really good just listening to Vikas's story.
Thank you.
Definitely go down below, hit him up on Instagram. We're going to leave the link down below. Give him a follow. Stay tuned, because if he does have some content coming out in the future, you'll be the first one to know. And if you do want to join the program that Vikas is a part of, I'll leave the link to that in the description. If you got any questions, do let us know, and we'll see you all in the next video.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful.
Awesome.